Hey, it's Candia Raquel, founder of Centro de Poder. Welcome to the Sensual Sessions, the place to be to sense your fire so you can share the flame. And if you haven't heard about these episodes yet, go to centrodepoder.com and sign up to get them delivered weekly on your email. And today we have a very special guest. This is Ximena Tavares. She's a serene mermaid. She's a movement expert with a background in choreography, dance, and yoga training and teaching. Welcome, Ximena. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Muchas gracias. Thank you so much to all the audience also. Yeah, I'm very excited to share this conversation with you.
Me too. We've been aiming to have these conversations since a long time ago because we believe that pleasure is important. And I remember that I made a challenge in Instagram about posting a sensual selfie. And one of the requirements of the challenge was to not use a filter, to just take a selfie and post it right away. And Ximena was one of the first to jump into the challenge. And I wrote to her and she said that it's so beautiful to share ourselves without a filter, with all the implicit meanings that is like not using a filter and not having a filter in regards to yourself. So how do you feel about the way you experience beauty, your beauty and beauty in others?
I love that you said that just now because these days I have been thinking about this what's the name of this AAE that is like so hot right now? What's the name of that? Like artificial intelligence
Yes,
or
yes,
is
yes.
that not?
Everyone is posting their pictures with AI feeling like a superhero, no?
Yeah, not like super beauty, no, like super cute, no, and it's like so artificial. It's not what you are actually, no. And I was thinking like, why? Because we started with makeup, no,
Yes.
wearing makeup. I avoid using makeup as much as I can. I didn't even use makeup the day that I got married, no? Like I never wear any makeup. Then the filters on Instagram sometimes,
Yeah,
but it happens like
very years and
yeah, like something
yeah.
like this cute, but it's still like I see my face without a filter, and I prefer that so much, no, than the other thing because it's unreal.
Yes.
And I don't know, something that happened when I started to get older, to grow, is like I appreciate now my beauty, and before I didn't. Before I always wanted to look different or to be someone else or to be more beauty or more accepted or more into the
Frame.
yeah, the frame. But with the time I learned how, because I think it's something that we learn to do, no? To when we know each other,
Yes. Yes.
the acceptance,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
like we earn that, no? With the time, with the age, with the things we live. And now that I earn my my beauty, it's like I build it, no? I build it with the things that I eat, with how I think, how I live my life. It's like I built this. My grandfather used to say always, "You are responsible of how you look, no? Not how you fix your makeup, your clothes. No, like your face. You are responsible of your face, your body, because this is the reflection of what you have inside, you know."
Oof. Wow. This is so important and so meaningful because I relate to what you say, and I am sure that a lot of women and guys from the audience relate to on not feeling beautiful or even worthy on our younger years, and wanting to look like a top model, wanting to be accepted. And would you say that beauty is something that you learn through acceptance? And it's then so important to be aware of who's your inner circle, of who's around you, and how does the people that you see every day make you feel. Because if you get rejected every day, then you will have an environment that will influence your belief on yourself. And if you're like in a loving environment, it's easier to recognize your own beauty and to take care of it. And especially, like your grandfather said, like take responsibility, and not in a superficial way, not on adding more things to yourself, like hanging the molcajete, as we say in Mexico. Te cuelgas el molcajete, like put on like a full costume to look good, that will only make you look as who you are not, like all these artificial intelligence filters. I feel that filters help people feel more comfortable about themselves, in the way that filters mm, help them see things that they like about themselves, though distorted. But I feel that is very important to learn beauty, to learn your own beauty, in the way that learn to appreciate how does it feels to be yourself, as beautiful as you are, and learn to recognize the beauty of yourself with wrinkles and with gray hairs maybe, and a little overweight or a little underweight. Like treasure who you are, because that's the gift of life, and you don't have to earn it. You don't have to earn your beauty. You don't have to work to be beautiful, and to
To pay a
even
lot of money to get more beautiful than
pay to
what
pay
you
a
are.
lot of money to be beautiful. It doesn't work that way. It's not about climbing the ladder of success. That may work in expertise in your professional field, that you graduate from high school, then you study medicine, then you go from the specialty in surgery, then the post, and then you become the top cancer doctor or whatever, or anatomist, or the insurance salesperson that sells the most. That works well in like that aspect of our life, that is the profession and the work, and it has its relevance in society, not like work hard. But it definitely doesn't work in regards to beauty nor to pleasure. So how is it for your students to connect with pleasure when you see them? Because I know you have given yoga teacher trainings, and you also work in the high end retreats of the Caribbean. So what are the main challenges that you see your students face when they meet with themselves in the mat? Because when you're in a yoga mat, you in a way don't have anywhere to hold on but on to yourself. There's no even a mirror.
Well, it's challenging, especially at the beginning. When I start to work with someone new, that they don't know me, I don't know them. Sometimes they don't even know themselves.
They don't
It's
even
something that we try to do all the time. No, but it's this first moment. It's a kind of awkward, no,
yes,
because we always hold some expectations, no, and now it's. Big issue, the influencer thing in Instagram and all the yoga posts, yoga influencers, yoga starts, no,
yes,
because you want to like do the same, no, or look like that, or you are holding this image in your mind about someone else, the frame again, no, the costume.
a friend.
So for me at the beginning, it's the most challenging thing is to remove that, no? That idea.
That idea.
So try
Yes,
to let them know that that they don't need to be anything else, or they don't need to reach farther or look better or be stronger or more flexible. No, it's just we will work with what we are just now, no, and. I think that's the first step, no? Learn how to accept the moment just as the way it is. Because that is changing all the time.
yes,
Not because I have already practicing for, say, something 20 years, 15 years, 30, I don't know how many,
which is
two,
true.
no?
Which is
But
true.
we are changing all the time. Every day we are different. Every day we feel different. Every day our energy, our minds, our skin, our inner organs, like everything, it's in a different mood, and we cannot engage to one sensation, expectation, or idea of what should be. No. So I think about also the beauty is this. No, I am here and I will respect and honor this. No,
Yes,
and because it's going to be like this only now. Tomorrow will be different.
yes,
Later in the evening will be different. So
yes,
so this is this, no, trying to focus. This is part of the meditation practice, no, which is super interesting to me. I Because I'm also very energetic and very physical.
yes,
For me it's very nice, it's very good, but difficult to sit and stay half an hour sitting meditating. I need to do that, but for me it's so much better and easier to connect with the meditation through the movement, through the action.
yes,
And I feel when I do my practice, when I teach or when I dance or when I am moving with awareness, like uh, like the whole,
yes,
and I feel everything, no? The
yes,
the not just the movement or the asana, the shape of the asana, but what is happening with my organs, with my glands, with my fluids, no, with the earth and the energy around. Like it's like you are part of all, and that is super. I don't know what's the word for that, but makes you feel integrated with the rest. With the rest.
yes, yeah. And everything is happening now. So, and changing, like you say, like accepting, honoring, welcoming who and how you are today, knowing that you will be different tomorrow, and having your sensations as reference for your experience and not an external influencer image or frame.
Mm-hmm.
You
When
know?
I was, sorry. When I was dancing, when I was focusing only in dance,
Yes,
I was suffering more about this, no, because I always needed to be different, no, like or thinner. stronger or different, more with more technique or better. I don't know, something else that I wasn't, no, and I couldn't reach, never ever. And for some reason, that make me always suffer a little.
Yes, yes, yes,
And I don't know if maybe for it's something that I'm still wondering, no? I don't know if maybe because of that, I never felt that I could rise or bloom
yes, yes,
completely. When I start to enjoy what I was doing, really enjoy it with my whole being,
yes,
something happened, Candia. I don't know, but I really bloom. I felt that I'm still blooming, no?
yes. And you are.
I feel it. And not only in my physical body, no, but only in my wisdom. Also, uh, in my way to sustain myself economically, mentally, with my social net. Like it's also part of all, no? How you enjoy or not enjoying or feel pleasure or not what you're doing, no?
Yes. Would you say this relates to learning beauty? Learning your beauty?
Sorry, can you repeat the?
Would you say that this blooming that you describe, that is an all-encompassing blooming that perfumes every area of your life, from your economical success, your social net and environment, your wonderful technique, and your mental and physical health? This blooming, it made me think of what you mentioned earlier that your
Mhm.
grandpa taught you about learning your own beauty, because you were, I mean, you're you have extraordinary abilities. Like, your DNA is fantastic. Plus, I am sure you had great teachers, because your legs are so high, strong, and flexible. You could like wrap your leg around your neck as a scarf. Like, it's amazing what you do, and I am a little bit shocked to listen that you you always wanted to be different when you were dancing, while you are really glorious. So it's like, I mean, I bet a lot of women can relate that there are moments in life that they don't feel beautiful,
Mhm.
and it doesn't matter even if they are or are not, or according to who's looking, but that makes a huge difference. And how this blooming came when you started doing something that you really enjoyed and loved and had pleasure imprinted in it. So it made me think about what you said on learning beauty, like, in a way of learning how to welcome your own beauty. And it's not
Mhm.
something, I feel that it's not about doing the affirmations, rubbing the essential oil, taking the super intensive plant medicine and a massage with the no, it is something that has to do with you learning how to welcome your beauty and making the arrangements in your life,
Mhm.
so you can um yeah, like
Receive, no?
receive,
Or
receive,
allow, no?
receive or allow. And it's like so paradoxical, because it's about receiving what you have already got. And
Yes, but for some reason, I think we or I used to reject, no?
Yes, yes,
Or like, no, because what you said, I don't remember if you said when we were recording or
yeah,
before, like, we feel that we need to deserve it.
yes.
No, and it's not true. We
And it's
already
not
have
true.
it, no? It's
We
just that,
already have it. Yeah, you can be a bitch and a very bad person, and also like have an amazing, beautiful face and experience, and know that you're beautiful. As there are many people that is really assholes and they are very handsome or beautiful women, and there are also like beautiful women and very handsome guys that they really are, but they don't feel they are. And I mean, like they could be in the cover of a magazine, but going beyond that of what appears to be beautiful, yes, pleasure is a given. Like, and it's so natural that we even have to learn how to welcome it, to enjoy it. And it's in a way like a like very humbling, because I mean, if you want to make a chaturanga push-up in yoga, like you really have to earn it. Like you need to strengthen your triceps and get your alignment. You need to do stuff. But in regards to pleasure, like you don't have to do anything. Like you are already here living and breathing.
mm-hmm,
Like
mm-hmm. And maybe if we discover what brings us that pleasure, and I think everyone is different, no? The source, maybe, I don't know, the source of pleasure, because I know for my sister, let's say, she feels a lot of pleasure being like laying down, resting, and enjoying like the laziness, no? Like
yes,
totally,
yes,
but
yes,
she enjoy it, and when she can do that, she really feels pleasure. She is I can see, like how it's for all her her
yeah, yeah. Like a
like
jaguar hanging in a branch. Have you seen the jaguars, like the panthers?
yes,
Like
yes, 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 exactly, yes, 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 yes. For me, in the other side, it's
you would
different.
go crazy if you just lying down there because you're a Capricorn.
Yes, and I like super Capricorn, and I enjoy a lot to work, and
Yes,
not just like to work in. Yes, no, I like to work. I love my job, and I love to be in there, and like I love it. But I also love to work, like to move my ass, no.
yes,
So it's something that I enjoy it. It makes
yes,
me feel a lot of pleasure. No, my
yes,
mother is always like, "No, but the rest, you're crazy, always moving, always doing." And I was, "Yeah, but it is what it makes me feel
yes,
good."
yes. That's what makes you feel good, and that's another key, because pleasure is so singular.
Yes,
And beauty is so singular and unique.
yes,
Like the way that you enjoy pleasure and your own sensuality is as unique as your fingerprint. Like there's
exactly.
no point on trying to look like an influencer on Instagram. Like there's no point. The only
Or
point
follow the instruction of how I will live my sensuality, my pleasure. Now, how I will discover my pleasure. It's not like that. No,
not gonna work, not gonna work. You
no. It's like we want never, ever, ever um, fit on a frame that of someone. Is like when someone that we really love want us to be different,
yes,
like I love you, but I want you to be more calm, or to be a doctor instead of what you're doing, or to be more I don't know, no.
yeah,
And
that's not true love.
no, and when we try to fit in something that we are not, we suffer,
We suffer.
and
Yeah,
we block all the sort of pressure. It's like it's dry, it's
yes,
completely dry.
it's completely dry. It's what happened to you when you were dancing. That you
I feel so. I feel so.
because
It was dry,
trying
and I
to
was
fit
dry.
into a mold. And I mean, I 100% testify that that's the case, because I also come from a dance background, and it's the most radioactive, toxic environment ever. Because,
Mm-hmm.
and you see it with the first dancers of the top companies, that they feel that it's not, I mean, they do amazing things. They are extremely beautiful according to all the frames existing, and it's not enough for them
Mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm. No,
because
no, it's never enough. It's
it's
every
one
time
thing.
worse even. No,
It's
because
worse
every time you're
even.
getting older, your body changing, and now it doesn't work. You
Yeah,
get more
and when you
injuries.
were younger, like the problem was technique or whatever, and that's the problem of trying to comply with the frame of an ideal. And an ideal is God, for example, or like it's great to have ideals, but the characteristic of an ideal is that is something that is not possible to reach because it's an ideal. And the key for pleasure and sensuality is to acknowledge the real, what is reality. And reality is your flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Artificial intelligence, it's ideal. And the
Mm-hmm.
ideal body weight, the ideal skin, the ideal whatever, that's throw
Mm-hmm,
that
exactly.
to the
And
garbage because it's an ideal. It's not
it's
real.
an idea, and
Of
it
course,
could be
it
an
won't work for you.
inspiration. No, it could help, I think, a little if that makes you connect with a potential in
Reality.
yourself, like I want to reach that, uh, I don't know,
In my own version.
in my own version,
Like,
but
yeah,
I don't
and
know. I have.
that's the difference I feel between the fitting into a frame and I don't know. For example, Steve Jobs, like his life story was like plain tragic, like orphan. He didn't like felt happy in school. He had autism, wasn't diagnosed, had no support, and like his story is like terrible. And I mean, it's not about you dreaming or yeah, like get inspired by Steve Jobs, but not by wanting to be the richest, youngest guy in the world and invent a revolutionary device that is the iPhone, but get inspired and aspire to find the inner resources in you that
Mhm.
can lead you to express yourself with freedom, magnificence, and delight in the same way that he found his own way to do what he wanted in the world. And that's the difference of wanting to fit into a frame than learning than learning from the footsteps of giants. So to wrap up this wonderful episode, would you share with us a little, I don't know, asana meditation experience, phrase, mantras, a little something for us to treasure? Maybe something about 2 5 minutes, a little thingy
Mm,
on learning beauty.
okay, yeah. I think we can do something very simple. Mhm. This I like to do with me, with myself, with my students. Every time I start any practice, any practice with a movement with my body. So we can sit in a comfortable sitting position. It doesn't matter too much the position of the legs. It matters more than we feel the structure of our spine, the head floating lightly on top of the shoulders resting on top of the rib cage, the rib cage resting on top of the pelvis. And we can feel that our structure is effortless, aligned. because the body, it's super wise and effortless. It can stay in a very in a good position. We will rotate the shoulders back and down, creating space between the lungs and the heart. And we can set, if we want to, the palms on the lungs, on top of the lungs. And just focus or setting the attention on the breath. Just this. Through the nostrils, inhale and exhale. And feel the movement that it's happened naturally beneath the palms. Feel the expansion and the condensation. Knowing that it's happening in the entire universe. This expansion and condensation is happening always in our lives, is happening always in the universe. We can move the hands, slide the hands lower towards the lower ribs. Feeling again all the tri-dimension of the body expanding and compacting, feeling and falling, getting empty. Visualizing or imagine our inner organs doing the same, creating space and relaxing. And now we can set the palms on the knees or the lap. And take just a few seconds in silence. Just observing, just feeling our own self. Knowing that there's nothing else to do. We don't have to control or modify anything. Just being still. And we can open the eyes and set the palms in front of the heart. And just honoring our inner master. Thank you so much, Candia, and thank you so much to everyone.
Thank you so much, Ximena. You know, honoring our inner master. Yeah, like that inner master is beautiful, essential,
and very wise also.
And very wise also. And that inner master is you. So own yourself. Thank you so much, Ximena.
Thank you for this opportunity. I was really looking forward to have this conversation. And it makes me feel very happy because it makes me to remind myself
yes.
the path.
The path, yeah, the path that we walk and that we are inviting many more people to walk, that is embracing the beauty of being alive and moving and sharing the flame. Ximena, how can we learn more about you? How can we go to one of your mysterious, magical, powerful, beautiful, sensual retreats in the Caribbean?
I have I'm very bad with technology. I'm always telling myself I have to build my my website, but I always postergate. But
in the meantime,
in the meantime, I can connect through Instagram because it's the only way I have online, like through the web. to connect with people. And I we can do sessions online, or yeah, you can do there. I used to post, my workshops or retreats, or
Yeah,
so like,
that's wonderful. You can get started doing yoga with Ximena online, and on your next holidays, vacations, or getaway, go to the Caribbean and meet her in person.
yes,
So it's what's your Instagram handle? I'm gonna post it in the blog, but for the
it's
listeners,
Serena Sirena.
Serena Sirena with a mini line on
After the Sirena, I always forget. Yes, it's Serena Sirena with the thing that I don't know the name in
the
English.
horizontal line down. Oh, what's the name of that? Yeah,
After.
after. Well,
At the end.
I'm gonna put it in the Spotify description as well, so you make sure to go follow Ximena. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you, Sensualist, for being here. Remember to take the time so you can sense your fire, and then you can go on, share the flame on whatever you're doing on your everyday life. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the Sensual Sessions podcast, please go to www.centraldepoder.com and get yourself signed up to get these wonderful episodes delivered weekly on your inbox. See you until next time.